Okay, starting. We are live. Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from my studio inside the house. I'm here tonight with Ryan and Ben from R&B Reptiles. These guys are totally awesome sauce. They are absolutely amazing. Pardon my comfy clothes. I'm kind of like in my sweats and a jersey tonight. It's been a heck of a last like 5 days. So we scheduled this hangout for a weeknight because Ryan and Ben were so cool. They decided to send me some like wacky surprise box. And all I know is that there's nothing live in it because it was able to stay in the box while I went to the Texas Reptile Expo over the weekend. So I hope there's nothing live in it.
There's nothing live in there anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was something live in there, and I don't know, maybe a nice little fur hat now or a little belt. You can make a belt or something.
Maybe. And it's funny
Maybe.
because I didn't tell Ryan what I got, and he loves it when I do things like this because he's like, "Wait, is this what we want people to see? Like, is this for real?"
Does he? Do you love that, Ryan?
That's my favorite. I love the surprises.
It's your favorite.
Yeah. So, how you doing tonight?
Oh my gosh, I am so good. I'm very excited that we are broadcasting. For those of you who've been waiting and waiting and waiting, I'm so sorry. That was all my fault. I am like technologically handicapped, and these guys were like right on the money. Yes, stroke your evil turtle.
Evil.
Oh,
Don't listen to
well,
him, Steve.
it just you kind of had the look of like an evil genius when you did that.
Genius, maybe. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that might be right.
So, anybody who's been following me on social media knows that like the last few days have been like a crazy whirlwind of like driving, going to a show, coming back, which I know doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you're the one who hasn't slept in like 4 days, it's a big deal. So, Ryan and Ben sent me this box on Thursday, and they were so sweet, and I have no idea what's in it. It is a surprise.
I may not even remember what's in it.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so funny story, okay?
Okay.
So here's what this is to the audience, because you guys know the beginning of the story, but I'm about to blow your mind.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Yeah. Get ready to have your mind blown. Okay. So
We need paper time.
Ben and I were on the phone about the box, and he was like, we were thinking, yes, there we go. Oh, a reenactment. Yes. So he was like, hey, we were thinking about sending you a box that you could open while we do our live. I'm like, heck yeah, it's almost my birthday month. I'm up for a surprise. So he said, but do you promise not to open it until we do our live? And I was like,
I'm all about
I do solemnly swear not to open the box. So during the week, if I'm going to receive a package, pretty much no matter what it is, I have it sent to me at the school that I work at, because that way I just know where it's at. It gets delivered to my secretary, our secretary in the front of the school, and then it's like hand delivered to me. It's not out in the heat, the cold. It has no possibility of being eaten by my 200-pound mastiff who loves dining on Amazon packages. So anyway, oh, speaking of Brutus, hey, what are you doing? You're revealing it all.
Who is behind the curtain?
Look. Oh. So that's Brutus. He's my box eater. And so I said, I promise. And he's like, can you wait that long? I said, as long as it's not a live animal, I will wait. I promise you I'll wait. So I get they like called me on the intercom, the front office did. And she was like, you have a package? And I was like, a package? I was like thinking, what did I order? Like, I had a retic coming, but it wasn't supposed to be that day. And I had ordered some notebooks and stuff for my classroom, but those had already arrived. So I was like, And she said, I'm so sorry. I really didn't expect what was in the box. She said, I opened it. And she's like, and I was like, oh, I know who that might be from. And so I was, of course, like, what was in there? But I didn't say that. So
thank goodness.
Yes. So I had a student go walk and get the box, and I said, fold the top up. And I, like, with my eyes closed, I retaped the box. So the box has been opened. Yes, it is true. But these eyeballs have not seen the contents.
Perfect.
Very good.
So
I
mean, should we just do this? Should we?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
should we open the box?
It's a good way to kick it off.
Brutus, go give me the box. Brutus, go give me the box.
Way to kick it off and unwrap it.
There are some invertebrates in there.
It was on the kitchen table. Well, you might. Oh, it was by the front door last I saw, I think. Okay.
I'm so proud of you. I was worried.
Well, I was dying because the secretary's voice had like a kind of like a macabre ring to
That's
it.
pretty
Like,
much what it the box for me. And hopefully there's some people else whose video that get boxes from me. They all would say the same thing.
She seemed frightened. Oh.
Yeah.
Just brought me the box. I might need a cutting tool as well.
That's some nice tape on that box, huh?
I know. Those are the initials of two guys that I know.
$30 in tape.
Yeah, that's some fancy. Okay, I swear to you. What could I swear on? I swear to you on my favorite horse. And that's it. I know.
And she doesn't even own a horse.
I know. I own a miniature horse. I swear to you on my favorite miniature horse. I have not viewed the contents inside this box. So are you ready, people?
Neither.
I do have to say, one feature of going live is that people are supposed to be able to like comment in and chat. So far, I've not been able to figure that out. So if you're, if you can comment and like viewers can interact with each other, please start guessing, make like wild guesses, and you know, tell people like, no, that's crazy, that's not what it is, or like say like, yes, I think you're right. I can't see any of your comments, but I think the viewers can see them to each other. If that makes any sense. So I'm not ignoring you people. I really have no idea what you're saying. Yeah. So I'm going to just start slicing.
You can keep an eye on chat.
Ooh, sweet. Yeah, like jump in and respond to people when you can. I'm cutting like only on the very top. This is like baby zebra. I always wanted a baby zebra.
A baby
That's how the British people say zebra. I thought that'd be cool. I wanted to feel cosmopolitan and say zebra instead of zebra. He's afraid. Now if he's too afraid to watch, I'm too afraid to open it. Should we wait?
No, it doesn't matter. Is
something gonna jump out and strangle me? Is there a little man, an angry man in this box?
I actually thought about putting like, you know, the spring snakes in there, but like 100 of them. So when you open them, like your secretary would have freaked out. But I thought about doing that, but then I was like, I don't know if, you know, like to start off, you'd have to clean everything up. And so I was like, maybe our next box that I send you.
Yes, please. But have it like a Saturday arrival so I can open it at home on the live. And make sure that no one can you guys still see and hear me? Because
yeah,
I'm not seeing me. But if you can see me, I guess it doesn't matter.
It was it got a little choppy there for a second. Ryan stepped off just to take a look, but you're back to good right now.
Awesome.
It's good. So we're ready.
Okay.
Let's do this. It's really not as crazy. Hopefully it's crazy, but I don't think it's as crazy as you're making it out to be.
Oh my God! A sack of air!
We thought you needed some.
Sacks of air.
Just in case I get like buried alive or something. Many, many sacks of air. Look at that. Countless sacks of air. So that's bananas. Okay. Ooh, something very heavy. World's Gourmet Experience. Sweetgourmet.com. What is this?
I don't know.
I'm guessing it's chocolate?
That's the invertebrates.
Chocolate. Ooh. Oh, what? Vidal gummy hairy spiders. They're gummy spiders.
2 pounds of them.
I love gummy stuff. Oh, I'm gonna eat some of these bad boys, and I'm gonna eat them now.
I don't know if they're
No. Bruce wants to eat one too. If I give you one of these, you'll never go away. I love you. Are they? Oh, look at that! It's so cute. It's like a little Poecilotheria fasciata.
good.
I was thinking.
That's what the mold was made out of.
Right?
They're like, that's what they were thinking exactly.
Are they sour? They're not. They're just sweet. Just like you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. Love those.
Oh, that was the best part of the box.
Ooh. Check out this sweet lid.
That is a sweet lid.
Let's see.
There's 2 sizes, one smaller and one bigger, one for you and
I
your husband.
have a freakishly tiny head.
Oh, perfect.
Check that out.
That was,
Way too big. But
that's the small.
it is. I told you I have like a tiny alien head. Well, that's okay. I'll like braid my hair around my head or something. I'm so wearing this. I'm gonna wear it in videos too.
Now it's for your husband.
A regular person-sized head. Hats. Awesome. Those are beautiful. Dang, those are nice hats.
They are nice hats. I agree.
Very nice hats.
And they have a snake on the back, not a worm.
Oh, do they? More sacks of air. Let's see. Ooh. I love this. Let's see. I'm going to let, can you people read it? How to talk to your cat about gun safety.
Yes. That's very important.
You know, I actually was thinking of buying a copy of this because the one cat that we have is a rescue and she is super manic. We actually call her Psycho Ninja Kitty. So Bella, if you're on this live watching, please comment. Bella's the cat. That's her actual name. And so
there's a bunch of funny pictures of cats with like guns and like stuff in there. It's really funny. I mean, but it's a serious topic though, for real.
Oh, I like this one that looks like very mournful. Dang. Oh, like, shouldn't have capped that food.
Yeah.
And I collect books.
Oh, perfect. So,
yeah.
You can bring that into your school kids. And
yeah, I can. I'll put this in my young teen reads.
There you go.
Okay, let's see. Wow. Nerf rival high impact rounds.
Okay.
Guessing that these are for, let's see, mirror image problem.
$200, I don't know. What?
Okay, so are these for like?
Well, keep on cruising. Keep on.
Okay. Gotcha. Glow sticks, rave time. Bunch of glow sticks. Let's see. Ooh, sexy. The people at Walmart adult coloring book. Dang, I'm loving those curves. Those like strange back lumps. Hold on. I've got to peruse this. I cannot wait. Wow.
You're going to get demonetized.
That is stunning. Wow. You know, sometimes when I need an ego boost, I'm not going to lie, I shop at Walmart.
Can you believe that Ryan doesn't trust me with a camera like that by myself?
Oh, yes. These people are just beautiful. Another classroom edition.
I don't know about that.
That's a funny one.
Let's see. Ooh.
Watch out.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
Pancakes
almost
and
Easter.
syrup.
Pancakes and syrup. So this will also be great to have in my teacher desk for those days that I haven't eaten lunch in like a month.
Or
And
breakfast.
or breakfast, and I just really, really need some glucose so I don't die.
And pancakes in marshmallow form.
All in one.
Shaped like chicken.
Those are either going to be disgusting or delicious.
No, they're
Have
going
you
to be
tried
disgusting.
I haven't tried them, no.
Every piece is disgusting.
No, peeps are awesome.
Okay.
I'm a stale peep guy.
You would be.
I have accepted the challenge.
Yes, that's what you should.
Okay.
If I would have known it was a food challenge like this, I would have said something else.
Oh.
Durian fruit?
Chocolate covered
Durian?
rat pellets or something.
No, it'd be
I
edible.
would eat that
Edible.
over a peep.
That's edible in some places. You never know. That could be a delicacy somewhere. Okay.
Maybe. Here we go. Bum, bum, bum. What does it smell like?
Please. It smells.
Like maple.
Is there a word for this smell?
Maple goodness.
It does smell super. I don't know if I can do this.
What?
It smells like a peep, but it smells. I'm gonna go for a big bite.
Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. So nasty.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima would be
TJ's Fish and
proud.
Reptiles, that's what I'm talking about. Throw up
Is
emojis
serious?
all day.
What did they say?
That TJ's Fish and Reptiles has a bunch of throw up emojis, so me and him were all right.
My brain is so confused because it thinks it's eating an actual pancake. It's awesome. I'm gonna go for it. I am gonna throw up later probably, but that's fine. Very sugary. Okay. That was awesome. Okay.
Shout out to Lucas Landon Red.
Wow.
Hey, that's loaded. Ah!
Take that, suckers!
Read that book.
Okay.
Did
No
you
shooting until after I've read about cat gun safety.
Did you try it? The trigger it's loaded and ready to go.
Are you serious? I did try it.
Oh my goodness.
Does it have
Oh, there's a safety.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Safety.
Serious.
Yeah, those are one of the good ones.
You guys just got popped. And the thing went right behind me. That's karma. Wow. I love that.
See? We have a good old time.
All right. What are people saying about all Whoa.
They're all saying hi.
Some people are saying it's delicious. Some people are saying stick a strawberry in it. I don't even know what that means.
Whoa. That could mean a number of things.
Is that funny?
This is the Fuggler, the funny, ugly monster.
It looks like real too. That's why I got it. It's real.
You have it then how to
You're gonna have to pardon my random coughing. I have walking pneumonia, but I'm trying to be cool about it and pretend like I'm not sick. So yeah.
Oh no.
See, I shot my phone camera, and now you guys are gonna all see that I'm wearing sweatpants.
Oh no.
Because it's really, I've been cold for like a week.
If I stand up, you'll see I'm not wearing any pants.
Ooh, please do. That would be a happy surprise.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't. I'm gonna take your word for that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
Tasty pet. Oh,
I don't want to know what people are saying at this exact moment. You can just keep that to yourself.
all right, we'll keep all the thumbs up emojis to ourselves.
Yes. Don't. Not if it's good. People are trash talking, then just be like, you didn't even see that. Okay. This is a great box. All right, let's get back to the Fugler. Warning, if you're holding this box, you've already made a terrible mistake. Good to know. Just put it down and back away slowly. Unless you're planning to force this Fugler on your nemesis, in which case, well played.
Well played. I didn't touch it. It's all yours.
Okay. So, still not in the correct position. I gotta see this bad boy. Where'd my
huge box?
I'm almost like tempted to eat another syrupy peep. I seriously feel like I just ate a pancake.
Very good.
That's what I'm talking about.
You a stick of butter with it.
So yeah.
And the ratings are going to
Right.
At least the rats are being lovely.
I made the terrible mistake of shooting the camera with a gun. I should have read my gun safety book first.
Yes.
When I popped that in there, I saw that going all sorts of wrong, and I was like, it'll be okay.
Yeah. Okay. Opening the Fugler. I like his name for one. Oh, he's not cute. Okay, hold on. The poor guy's tied to the box. Okay, the scariest part is definitely the teeth.
It's real weird, right?
It's so weird. I don't know how you found this, or why, or where, or. But I love it. I'm gonna keep it. That's scary. It really like.
I was walking through the streets of Philadelphia and found.
Where are you?
Down some alleyway. Some cat was dragging it around.
Okay, if I touch its nose 3 times, am I going to be visited by some demonic presence?
Not switch off the lights.
Okay. Ever again. All right. So this dude is going to live in this little coffin type box. And I really like him. I like the way his face pokes out of there.
I was told they used real human teeth for that, but I'm not.
It really felt like it, and I actually felt like a shiver of fear when I touched its mouth. Like that.
Lucas Landon Royals. He's probably like right on.
The dried up curled lips of death. Okay. There's something I keep like catching a glimpse of that I'm kind of afraid to touch. Oh, okay. This is my like Nerf safety thingy.
Yeah, you should have read that.
I should have read that before I went capping your asses. There's the weird thing again. I'm going to avoid that till the end.
I can't wait for you to show that though.
No,
that's just the straps for the Nerf.
Oh, so I can like my Rambo.
Yeah.
Rambo sash. Lots of glow sticks, which I'm delighted about, which is helping me avoid the weirdest, strangest, like flesh-colored.
Hang on, Brand. What are we doing here?
I'm just saying, like, sometimes I like to mix things up, you know?
Get a little mixed up, right?
Things get a little weird.
All right, I'm seeing like.
You got to take it out of the package. I don't think
I don't want to touch it.
Hey, is that a belly fanny pack?
It is a fanny pack. They're in now. Fanny packs are in now. It's going to be like fashionable, you know?
So
I'm really with it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to. Ew, it
feels gross.
This is, I'm going to touch the back of it's like netted. It's not like made of flesh. So this is one of those like belly flap It's got like it came like equipped with like cellulite and fur.
Really?
So yeah, I'm gonna have to model this.
You should like fluff it up, fill it up with like stuff.
Yeah, okay, hold on. What could I
Fill it up with peeps.
fill it up with peeps? Oh, I'm gonna.
You can fill it up with 2 pounds of gummy tarantulas, and then
I could
tarantulas from your belly into your belly.
But then they would be tainted. All right, so have the handy little clipper.
And it's cool. They said that all of those have been pre-worn by guys that were modeled up.
I can feel like belly fat sweat still.
It's better than bra sweat from what I hear. I don't know.
I don't know. I've had bra sweat before, and I don't think it was as heinous as this.
Yeah,
so
you're right. Bra sweat's. I've had it too.
you can wear this with like a crop top and really like.
Yeah, get into it.
Do it. Like, make sure your most flattering side. You could do it from the side. You could do the side flap. Wow. I'm feeling. I don't know.
When I got it, I didn't think it was going to turn out that good, but it looks great.
It's so good. Can you see like the little hairs? Ew, there's the belly button.
It's pretty realistic, actually.
Look, do you see stretch marks?
Yeah.
I don't do anything halfway. There's
like a weird like man. Ew. Okay, well,
it's like big, but also like you can tell it's manly, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gathering.
Did you model that?
It is. I just earned 50 cents on that when I bought one.
That was so special, you guys, that I
apologize. I'm so sorry that happened. He was not supervised.
Lots of fun happens when I'm not supervised.
I was warned that you had no knowledge of this situation.
Yeah, the R from R&B Reptiles is separating and starting a new company.
R and Reptiles.
Just call me Rand Reptiles, please.
Wow. I don't really know where to go from here.
It's been a great interview. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
So
good.
I can talk a little bit about why I do stuff like that. I think
that would be wonderful.
So
yeah, I'd like to hear it.
So one of the things
I'm just gonna dine on some Spideys while you talk.
So Ryan and I. All right. So I guess I can tell a little bit of our background and then get into kind of a big piece of my role here with this company. So Ryan and I, we started almost 9 years ago. It was 8.5 and change.
Yeah.
And we started at Daytona. Ryan actually was into reptiles for a long time before that.
Cool.
He had snakes and things like that. And he kept on trying to get me to go to a reptile show. And I was like, nah, I'm not really into reptiles. You know, like I don't know. And then finally he talked me into going down to Daytona, and we're from New Jersey. So I said, all right, let's do this. So we go down, he shows me around, and I see like banana ball pythons selling for $25,000 each. And I'm like, that's a business I can kind of get behind. I think that they're interesting. So I bought a bunch of snakes and we started a business together. Well, some of the things that I'm good at, I guess, is I like to network and I like to talk to people, and I'm pretty good with people, I think. I like to have fun. Maybe I'm not good with people,
I think.
So some of the things that I do is like to try to do like outlandish things that, and maybe they're not that outlandish, but a little bit, just to try to get people's attention. And
I'd say they are.
One of the things that we do is, you know, we coordinate with other people and other reptile people and anybody really, and we build a lot of friends, and we try not to ask for anything. And there's a gentleman, I'm not going to say his name, but he's a good reptile guy, and one of the things he said is, you know, every year you should buy a couple snakes from people that are trustworthy, but pay full price. Like, don't try to ask for, you know, if they're saying, hey, you know, I'll give you a deal on this, say, no, 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 I want to pay full retail price for that, because if people earn that stuff. And so it's kind of a showing respect of people and things like that. And so that's one of the things that we like to do, is go around and try to, you know, showcase how important people are in this hobby and in just about anything. So we do love the animals. We're really good, and Ryan's the animal guy, and and I'm more the people guy. But we both like, well, I like animals too. I don't know. He's coming around for the people, but
people are all right. They're all right.
But so we try to really treat people correctly and use a lot of good customer service. And if you talk to any of our customers, you'll hopefully they all say that we bend over backwards for everybody. And
That's cool.
for a while, Ryan usually kicks me. We'll sell like $100 snake, and we'll drive, you know, an hour and a half, and then pay for lunch for 3 people that are picking up the snake, and we've lost, you know, like $88, $100 on the deal.
Wow.
But we made everybody happy, and we're having fun, and it's a lot about having a good time and you know, just being real people. So hopefully that comes out in our business and in everything that we do. Even sending you this box and having this interview, you know, we just like to have fun, and we like to, you know, bring out and talk about animals. And you know, we even have an animal, you know, behind us that we can pull out and showcase a little bit and show you guys one of the things we're working on. But it's also about people for us. So hopefully people will come to us and to show you, like, and Ryan loves this, but even on my shirt, I made a shirt that says, I'll save you the trouble, and it's my phone number. And it's really my phone number. There it is for all the world to see, my real phone number. Ryan loves telling people to call me at like 2 a.m., but
yeah, he loves
so sweet of him.
24 hours a day service.
That's not exactly true, but
Ben
somehow it does happen. And I don't always answer at 2 a.m., but once in a while. But I do try to respond to everybody and treat everybody with respect, just like anybody, you know. And so we love going out to dinner with people. We love, you know, meeting up with people at shows or wherever. And
no sense doing it if it's not fun.
Yeah. So that's a big reason why we do this, you know, like it's just fun. So
well, this is going to be a match made in heaven, because I love eating food. We're going to have so much fun together.
I agree. I think that it's going to be awesome.
So we were actually talking about trying to meet up at the fall Tinley show.
Yeah.
So that would be, oh my gosh, if I could meet you guys there, that would be so much fun. That would be crazy fun. You guys always go to that show, don't you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. We know a couple people from there. Hopefully they're watching. Hopefully people don't recognize us from running around to all the different
they will. They're going to be like, oh, I know those dudes.
It's awesome. It's funny. It's weird that when people like are like, oh, hey, I've seen your YouTube channel, and we're like, really?
You have?
Yeah. I thought my mom subscribed to that. I don't know.
No, your grandma has too. She told me.
My videos only have 40 views. How do you know who I am?
I had to subscribe for my grandma because she couldn't work the phone. So really, technically, you know. But so yeah, it'd be awesome to meet up with you at Tinley in October.
So tell me about starting your channel.
So
boys.
Pretty much we decided to get into the YouTube thing because it's kind of scary sending your money over the internet to strangers. And I wanted to be able to take people sort of into our collection and see who we are and the type of animals that we work with and how we take care of them, so that they could just feel comforted in knowing that we're real people. We're not just out there trying to take your money. We're gonna be like 100% help you out. You buy an animal from even if you don't buy an animal from us, Ben gets phone calls all the time. Thanks to his shirt.
Yeah.
Asking for help on you know, such and such animal that he bought from somebody else. So.
Yeah, and we've even led people to buy animals from other people sometimes. I mean, that's fine, you know. It really is about, you know, making sure the animals are healthy and happy, and part of the YouTube deal.
We just want to kind of showcase who we are, let people get to know us, and you know, hopefully, you know, start making relationships through that, and you know, maybe having some more fun and doing some collaboration and stuff like that, and getting to know people. Basically it.
Well, I would say you guys have definitely started doing that. So how old is your channel?
Geez, I don't know. We probably started it 2 years ago, but haven't really been serious about it until probably the last couple months now.
Cool.
Yeah, it gets
Awesome.
difficult, especially when you don't get any views. It's the algorithm on YouTube is so hard to get people to pay attention to you, but it's
Yeah,
starting
no
to ramp up
joke.
a little bit. So hopefully, all the work is for something.
Well, you know, I mean, I saw your channel and I thought it was really great, and so I thought it was pretty crazy when you know, like I friended Ben, I think, 1st.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, what's up? How's it going? You know, animal people, whatever. And he was like, yeah, I've seen your channel. And I was like, what? Really? And,
Everybody's
yeah.
Yeah. Ryan actually watches a lot of YouTube, and he's always like, "Hey Ben, did you see this? Hey Ben, did you see that?" And
You're like,
yeah, I'm like, I better go check that out. So,
and do you?
I do a lot of times.
A lot of times. So, what do you guys like watching on YouTube?
We like watching people shoot cameras with Nerf guns.
You do?
This was an awesome experience so far for us.
Perfect.
Well, we have friends, you know, that we watch. Kind of one of the people that we connected with early in our reptile business with Brian Barczyk, and we connect with Miguel, and we see a lot of people around, you know, like in
Lucas Landon Royals.
yeah. And there's a whole bunch of people locally that we talk to and see some of their stuff, you know.
Obviously you.
Yeah, obviously you.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if we should be calling out certain people that we don't, you know, we haven't really said. Oh,
I
yeah,
just try to pay attention to people that are having success, not only with their animals, but in YouTube and social media. Because I'm trying to finally figure out what the secret sauce is. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
watch. So, like, I like to watch things like The Dark Den, Exotic Flare, Urban Design. And these people just like blew up overnight, and I'm like, what did they do that was so special that got everybody to tune in? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't really figured that out.
Yeah, nobody. I think.
I don't know. Some of these, I suspect some of these people that blow up are like people who have tech backgrounds who they like. My camera is not cooperating. Who they probably had like some insight into what to do to grow their channel, and then they're like, oh, I need to make a channel about something. And some of them like were like, oh, I actually like blah blah blah, and started doing a channel about it. But some of them probably just like found something to start filming about. But yeah, no, it's interesting, and it's frustrating, and it's awesome, and it's crazy, and I don't know. But overall, at the end of the day, when you have people emailing you saying you taught me so much, or like you've inspired me, or I used to be so afraid and now I see that they're like beautiful and fascinating, or things like, you know, my daughter's always wanted to play with bugs and I've never let her, and now I see that, you know, it's okay, they're not going to hurt her, that it's a whole nother part of the ecosystem that's valuable, or snakes. And so it's interesting, you know, being able to change people's perspectives. And also too, husbandry, of course, you've got some guy or some girl or some whoever that, you know, maybe they've got their first corn snake or ball python or tarantula or leopard gecko, and they don't know what to do yet. So nowadays, what you do, you don't pick up a book most times. You find a video, and, you know, if people can find a video and learn how to do basic care and ultimately become, you know, competent pet keepers,
absolutely,
we can grow the hobby, that's amazing. So
yeah, absolutely
awesome. So what all are you all breeding and keeping right now?
So we do ball pythons and
We do a bunch of ball pythons. We do northern blue-tongued skinks, eastern blue-tongued skinks. We have some invertebrates, not a lot. We're starting the collection up. So we have giant African millipedes. We have some emperor scorpions.
Cool.
That's a secret.
Oh, never mind.
That's a secret project behind us. Don't worry about that.
What?
We're gonna start growing cork bark.
We're growing cork bark.
Wow.
We're using cork bark.
The money is in cork bark.
Hey, I'm not even lying. That's true. I love plants, but plants don't love me back. They hate me. And I love trees. I just want to be friends with trees, and they hate my guts.
Yeah.
It happens.
Plants die around me. I don't know why. I love
Ryan,
them, but
Ryan for a long time was doing plants in our reptile room because he likes plants. He likes doing stuff like that. And I said, look, I'm okay with doing plants, but all of them have to be food producing. So either it has to be vegetable or fruit or something coming from them. And so all of a sudden we're like, oh, there's a lemon tree in here. Or there's like pawpaw trees, or there's like other sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is a good time. And so it was really fun for a while. And
for a while,
it started getting out of hand. So we had to starting to run out of room.
Did you guys get sick of being like fruit tree daddies?
No, just we needed more space for racks.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's really how it went. So
what happened to all your trees?
Oh, we still have most of them, but we just cut back a bunch. Give them out to friends and stuff like that.
So back to our animals you were talking about too. So we're into into rat snakes, Asian rat snakes, different ones.
Different Asian rat snakes, bunch of porphyraceous, rhino rat snakes. We have Japanese forest rats.
Those are cool.
So yeah, they're pretty cool.
And
go ahead.
Okay, no, you get to the antles.
You do the antles.
So we have one of Ryan's kind of bucket list animals was an anthill python. So the pygmy pythons, smallest ones in the world, from Australia, and shout out to Justin Julander. You know, he's the guy in the United States, and he sold us two pair, and I kind of got him for Ryan for his birthday, sort of like it's for both of us, but more it was his one. So we got him.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So we got him.
It is.
We produced a few last year that, you know, we're trying to work with. It was the first year that we had them. This year they look to be the one.
Yeah, one of them is definitely gravid. The other one is
maybe.
So we'll have some again this year. So yeah, that'll be cool.
We're excited about that. And then we can show you one of the blue-tongued skinks that's pretty cool that we're working with this year.
Yes.
And I don't know that many people bring animals. Come here. I don't know that many people bring animals on your
interviews. No, I'm so glad you thought to do that.
So I don't know. Hopefully it shows us.
Wow.
There's not that many of these in the United States. This is a fully melanistic eastern.
What?
From Australia. We were lucky enough to get her before the ban. There's a new ban, you know, in the United States importing Australian species, and not never really easy, but there's a couple things, you know, and she's real cool. But yeah, it was really lucky find for us. We were looking for melanistics for a while, and she bred this year 4 times.
She's
So we're hoping to get
beautiful.
Yeah, we're hoping to get some babies from her once she starts warming up a little bit. To the camera, you'll see her tongue flicks out, and it's bright blue. And people ask us, you know, why that is. And in the wild, they have these little stubby legs here, and I can move this maybe. These little stubby legs, and they're kind of chubby, and they really can't get away from or defend themselves much. They have a pretty strong bite, but in the wild, when there's something really bright colored, a lot of times it tells other animals that it's poison or dangerous. And so they stick out their tongue, and they'll actually spread out their tongue and like waggle it. And it looks really cool and funny, but you know, in nature, I guess other animals think that that's a problem, and so they leave them alone, or hopefully.
Interesting.
But yeah, and they're a really cool animal, and skinks have been, coming around in the United States lately.
Yeah.
And, they're really not a hard animal to keep. They're a hardy animal, and they do pretty well. And so,
she's being really well behaved.
yeah, she's been really well behaved. She hasn't jumped off the table or anything. So
She's enjoying the limelight.
Yes.
It's your time to shine.
Yeah.
So, what are their natural predators?
Geez.
Australia.
I guess any of the monitors would be a good one. I mean, blackhead pythons probably, Woma pythons. Geez, dingoes.
Birds.
A dingo ate my blue tongue.
A dingo ate my blue tongue. Yeah, that'd be terrible, huh?
Birds of prey.
Next time I call you at 2 a.m.,
yes,
I'm just gonna be like, a dingo ate my blue tongue, and then I'm gonna hang up.
I'll be like,
great.
wait, what? And I'll like start to try to run to save you. I'm like, what am I doing?
And then I'll already be back asleep. Like, that was funny.
And 2 a.m. your time is 5 a.m. my time. So.
Oh, I'm already getting up by then.
Yeah, me too usually. So. But yeah, this is one of the animals that we have, and we think they're cool, and so we try to get some rare stuff, and so a lot of times people say, ball pythons, the market's low and it's hard to make money in ball pythons and stuff like that, but we don't think that that's true. There is money to be had in ball pythons, and we kind of were like slowing down a little bit with that just to make space for other stuff, and we're like on that teetering block of buying.
Everything okay?
That was my water glass making a leap for safety.
Right on.
I guess I'm done drinking water for now. That's okay.
So we're on that, teetering spot of, do we build a facility or something to give us more space, or do we try to reduce the amount of pythons we have?
That's hilarious.
Or something like that to help diversify what we got. So we're right there, and we were kind of lowering our amount of ball pythons, and we started getting into anything that we could rare that was fun and exciting. And we encourage people though to not get out of ball pythons. I mean, ball pythons aren't bad, and we were like, oh, we should calm down with them. But then they're just so fun. Ball pythons are fun, and that's
absolutely,
and they're easy, and regardless of what, regardless of what why people do it, really, if you're doing picking animals that you want to focus on a good project that's fun for you, and we'll put her back, I guess. You focus on projects that are fun for you, that you enjoy, and that way when you're in that winter spot where nothing's really producing, everything's kind of hanging out, you don't like go, oh man, forget it, I just want to get out.
Yeah.
But so people always ask us, like, oh, what should I get, and what should I pair with this, or what should I, I got a bumblebee, what should I do? And we're always like, pick something that looks cool that you really enjoy, and then save your money and wait until you can buy the one that's going to do exactly what you want to do. Right. Because people are always like, well, I really want like, a five gene orange dream something.
Yeah.
Like, okay. They're like, so I got an orange dream, and I bought 2 fires, and I bought, and you're like, if you just wait a little while and save up, then you can call, somebody, and you get a 5 gene or a 4 gene or something closer to what you're looking for, rather than trying to get a whole bunch of things that maybe aren't the best genes,
right,
to be combining and taking forever to get to where you want to go.
Definitely.
So we always tell people to take their time and pick things that they can be passionate about and have fun with.
Yeah.
We have friends that are always saying, recessive, but there's fun things out there that are codoms that are just cool,
Always make sure the thing that you buy and have in your collection is a thing that you can never make a dime off of and always love. That's the number one thing.
Yeah. So that's our 2 cents.
That's my rant.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I'm kind of dumb in that I like what I like, and I tend to focus on that. And I don't really care how valuable it is as far as the market.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's something I love, like I love just a piebald ball python. And pretty much any type of pied is an amazing pied. There are some, just a few that dull the pattern a little bit, but pretty much you put anything with pied and anything that hatches, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh,
It's super
so
awesome,
cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, people are like, oh, pied's overplayed. I'm like, no, it's not. Any pied is awesome. And I like high contrast. I like bright. And so to me, I usually, when I'm like trying to decide on a project, I pick stuff that I just think is beautiful. And I don't care if it's really going to end up being an $80 snake or an $800 or an $8,000 snake.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's more about the educational aspect and just like the personal gratification. I truly love the animals, and people think I'm like getting rich doing this. Believe me, I'm not. Now, I could, but I guess I don't have a business head. I don't know. I just love the animals, and maybe I'm a fool for that. That I don't turn them into dollar signs more often. There have been plenty of times when if I flipped my collection at that point, I could have made a lot. But I keep the animals, like I said, to teach other people about things and because I love them. I also encourage people to start with babies. Whatever they're going to do, start with a baby, because a lot of people go, oh, what 2 ball pythons can I get to make a lot of money? Or what 2 tortoises can I get to breed and make a lot of money? Well, freaking Aldabras, maybe.
Yeah, right.
You know, if you've got 80 grand to buy a breeding pair, that'd be sweet. But to me, a lot of the joy and the learning comes from raising those animals up. And to me, I mean, if you just bought 2 adult proven breeder animals and reproduced an animal, that's cool. But I mean, how much did you learn about it? What if they ever get into trouble? What if they start getting sick? Are you going to know the signs? Are you going to recognize that that animal's not well? Are you going to notice when they're not shedding properly? I mean, there are just so many little things that you learn as time goes on. You learning to get to know the animal, especially with tarantulas. People are really scared when they grow up. Raise them up from a baby. Get to know their temperament. Read everything you can about them, or watch videos if that's your thing. And just learn and enjoy the experience while you're doing it. That's what I think anyway.
Right on.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Couldn't say it better ourselves.
Well, what is Ben first and then Ryan, what's your favorite animal that you guys have in your collection right now? Or a favorite. I hate the favorite anything question.
I know Ryan's gonna say probably a rat, because we have a handful of rats.
I do have a special rat breeding project going on right now.
So I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah, when we first started, I was like, oh man, you know, like I'm gonna buy all the things that we need to do to make the business successful. So I'm buying like rats, you know, like I'm just buying, and I'm buying from a pet store. So I'm buying I'll spend like $450 a month in rats, like just
like live or frozen.
Live rats. And
oh, so you can start like a colony.
Yeah, so we were starting a colony and feeding our animals. We didn't have a ton of animals at first, you know. I think we were like 12 to 18, and eventually got to like 18 kind of quick. And so we were like, oh yeah, and we're gonna breed these. And my brother was nice enough to give us a trailer that he was gonna junk, and we, you know, cleaned it all out and put in rat racks in there, and we were breeding rats. Man, it's dirty. There's money in rats. Let me tell you, there's always money in food for any animal, but and they're pets too. They're cute. Yeah. But yes, we did that for a while, and after we started going, we were producing like 350 rats a week. We couldn't feed off that, and we're like, oh, a couple are pets. We have like some, but then we started saying, all right, we're gonna sell some. So we did that for a little while, and then we said, it's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work,
and we both had full-time jobs, and so we said, all right, so we're gonna start buying our own and not keeping any. And then one day, years and years later, Ryan said, you know, this little guy, as we're feeding, he's like, this one's so cute, and he's like doing one of these jobs. And now we have a little, like, these rat enclosures that are a little fun.
Oh, I want to see one of your rats. What's its name?
Its name's Two-Face.
Oh, yeah. He does have a two-faced rat.
She just had a litter of babies, so she might be a little sketchy. We'll see.
She had pups.
She did have pups. So Ryan, so we're like, so I'd go pick up our food order, and I'd be like, hey, to our friend that breeds the rats where we get everything from, I'm like, hey, can I have a hairless or a pair of hairless? And we started getting a bunch.
Let's see.
Is that
Make sure you're the big guys. Oh, Two-Face. I want to see your face. Oh, that's not your face. Oh, look at you. That's awesome.
It's real cool. So hopefully we'll get more of those.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She's like perfectly gray on one side and blonde on the other.
That's so neat.
Yeah. So Ryan was doing got into these, and we just have a handful, not really many, but it's fun. Rats are cool. One of the fun things about rats that we enjoy is that if like in ball pythons, you're like, oh, I really want to produce something, some trait.
Ooh.
It takes years. It takes years to do that. With rats,
Oh yeah, that's the fun thing.
6 months you're producing line, like whatever you're trying to find.
Exactly.
Combers and rexes and hairless, and there's a balding gene that our friend has where they're all just get hairless on the top of their head. It's really.
Our neighbor has that. He used to have hair on his whole head, and now he only has it on the sides. He must be distantly related to your rats.
That is funny. Ryan's hitting the sanitizer. His rats are super clean, but.
Oh yeah.
They do like to pee on you.
Yeah,
they do. They love it. They love it.
So I should probably shut that. So, for me, I don't know. I really enjoy the rhino rat snakes. Yeah, tarantulas.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy our rhino rat snakes. I think they're super cool. It's hard to say the favorite. Like, I love Enchi ball pythons. We have a super Enchi banana ball pythons we produced this year that we're pretty sure they're super Enchi. People argue back and forth about it.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say they're super Enchi.
We'll prove it out. We'll see what happens. But I mean, I don't know. There's just some really cool animals like ball pythons. I think that are cool. Kind of weird. We did just get some emperor scorpions, so those are fun.
Yeah, they're interesting. That's a first scorpion for us. So
yeah.
I just got some big Malaysian forest scorpions, and they're big, awesome guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Beautiful. They started like battling it out right away. They were like, "My claws are bigger than your claws."
Ryan and I do that a lot.
I can see that.
In the same room anymore. We gotta show us. We get our own room.
We have to have 2 separate hides.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite animal?
No! Please. Well, that's like the answer to that's like 4 hours long.
We got 8 hours to kill on YouTube.
There we go. No, probably like 6.5 or something left.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my favorite animal in the whole world is by far my husband. He is. He's so great. I love him so much. I don't know. He's like pretty much perfect in every way.
We got him a hat.
I'll put a hat on him. He's awesome. He's amazing. I could go on for hours, but you guys don't want to hear all that gushy stuff.
Nah, breeding project with that is rough.
Oh, well, we do have 5 children, so success. All right. We have quite a few pets. So I have 3 miniature horses who I pretty much love. I kiss them all on the face every morning and every night. And my husband keeps saying they're gonna bite you one day, and I'm like, I don't give a hoot.
They might.
I love them.
Who cares?
And they love me back. And their noses are like velvety. Oh, it's just so perfect. We do have 4 dogs. So, of course, we love our dogs. We have one really, truly manic depressive cat who don't trust her ever. Ever. I keep sugar gliders. I moved most of my collection while I was getting my master's. And so I only have
I heard you say you keep them. You didn't say you like them. You just said you keep them.
I love them. We're only talking about like my greatest loves right now, which the list is like kind of silly long. So I only have 2 right now. And they're a little young pair and they're just precious. I love them. Probably my favorite turtle is our one Aldabra. We only have one Aldabra, which is a little bit lame, but then again, pretty cool.
No, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Pretty cool. Actually, he's right over here. Maybe I'll get him out in a minute. His name is Nemo because it took us a long time to find him.
Right on.
So he's about 7 years old, maybe, and we got him just as a little dinky dude, and he's getting up there. I mean, he's small, but he's growing. I have a fascination for the largest and the smallest reptiles. So I really like morning geckos. And so that's something I've been after for a while, and I finally got some. They're actually not even here yet, but when they hatch out, they're gonna be like
yeah, they're real tiny.
We actually
that big.
We did a collab with Leaping Leechies, and he does a lot of morning gecko.
Ooh, I love leechies. Okay, so I don't know if you can see any of these goofballs.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's funny that you're holding it and it's still running in the.
I know, they're mental. I love them. So this is Acorn, Pipkin, and Willow, and they're little robo hamsters, and they're so funny. Like they're just like little furry ping pongs, and they will fall. They'll roll off their house. They will fall out of their wheel, and they do not give a hoot. They are happy. They still this thing's totally sideways, and they're just running. I know most hamsters are total jerks, but mine are nice because they love me. Even though I just got them like yesterday, they love me a lot. So let's see if I can scoop out of here. But I mean, I'm a dork that I do like soft furry stuff, and we have a relatively large Asian water monitor that was a rescue.
Oh yeah.
His name's Salazar. Okay, so this is Willow.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
It smells like pancakes, maple syrup.
Yes. And so Salazar is really great. I like him because he's beautiful and awesome and crazy. And so he's actually funny because a young couple in town who actually are knowledgeable in reptiles and stuff, but you know, he was just being a total dweeb, and he kept like busting out of his little house and getting out into their yard. Well, one day he got out of the fence like before they even knew what was up, and he actually like got loose and got in the river, like basically like a giant irrigation ditch in the city. And so it was like all like dinosaur on the loose.
I bet.
Like news in the newspaper, like people were saying there were sightings of like Komodo dragons, which he's not that big, but you know, it was scaring the bejesus out of people. And so anyway, the people decided that he was just too much for them, and he ended up coming to us, and I think we found them a couple boas or something, which the lady absolutely loves. And so I just like Salazar because he's kind of a criminal, like, you know, just like lived on the outside of the law for a while there. I do like corn snakes, and I like really bright stuff. So this is one of my new snakes that I just got from E Squared when we were in Texas, which they're super awesome. Elise and Eric Lago. They are, oh man, I have mad respect for them. They are awesome. If you don't know who they are, look them up on Facebook. And in fact, I'm going to publish a webisode on them soon. And it was really funny because their worker got all like, when he saw me at the show, like, because he hadn't met me yet, and he was like, "Oh my God, like I watched you the whole way up here," and that's just fun, you know. Oh, my three prize snakes are, well, a couple of them are my giant retics that are like, the male's probably 16 feet and the girls are probably like 18 and 19 feet. And I would hold them in front of the camera, but you know, they outweigh me, so that's a challenge. I'll send you a video of them though, like when I've got more hands on deck.
Right on.
I do mini pigs and micro pigs, and they're freaking hilarious. Like, I hand raise them and they're spoiled little brats, and like they fart a lot. And, and it's like
you blame it on them.
You know, like those kids in class next to you that would like, oh, like it would be like a rank cloud of sulfur, and you always knew it was them. Yeah. You know, like the silent but deadly. They don't usually make loud farts, but boy, are they potent. Here's a beautiful little cow king.
Those are cool.
And I have some really nice milk snakes and king snakes right now. I don't know if you can. Oh, are you gonna freak out? Are you gonna freak out?
Mm-hmm.
I lost me on my end. I don't know if you guys can see or not.
I had to click back in, but it went in.
We see it. I still see it.
Yeah, you're still going good.
So this is just a pretty little stripe that we just got, who's kind of spazzing out.
Sure.
That's a beautiful animal right there.
Okay, so we were saying that we went over to Leapin' Leechies. Which Steve, that owns Leapin' Leechies, is super cool. He has, and we posted the video. It's a little choppy because it was kind of like moving kind of quick.
I actually saw that. I was driving, so I was listening, but I have to watch it. I love lychee on. Go on, sorry. I got so excited
cool.
There.
He's definitely has some awesome lychees. But he also has a ton of other animals, which is just super cool. So one of my favorite animals that I'm like, oh man, I'd really like to get into one day is sun gazer lizards. Man. And he has some, and it's super cool. Like you're looking at them, you're like, I can't believe these are here right now. Like it's one of those animals that you're just like, man. And so you get to see some really cool stuff out there. And this is one of our, since you're showing off some animals, this is one of our ball pythons. Like she is
super Enchi Triton.
Super Enchi Triton. Well,
she is gorgeous. Did you reproduce that animal?
Yeah.
Yeah, we produced.
Oh man, talking to the big boys here.
Definitely one of the favorites.
That's a beautiful snake.
Yeah. So, we like the animals, and I know that a lot of times people want to do interviews and talk about lots of fun stuff, but you know, we're like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Let's just bring out some animals. So we talk about us a little bit, but yeah, we like seeing your animals. We like seeing everybody's animals. Sending me pictures of animals on the phone or whatever. Like, I like it. It's fun. It's cool to see people doing interesting things and hearing people's techniques. So it's funny. The rats are making a lot of noise. I don't know if you guys can hear them. But
I can hear. I knew those were rodent noises.
Yeah, Ryan got them just recently. One of these wheels that are like this big.
Oh, that's awesome!
Really tall wheel, and so they get in there, and it's just like ta-tug, 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 ta-tug. They're like, can't you guys keep it down? But yeah. So, but we think it's fun that you're doing these videos, and you know, it's always interesting for us to be doing the videos as well. Like we're like, oh, what do we do? And that's one of the hard things is building content and showing stuff. And but we encourage people to do it. And people are like, well, I don't really have much of a collection, but that's okay. We don't have, like, we're not huge, and you'd be surprised. There's a lot of big people out there that, you know, when they started the first a bunch of years, they didn't have a whole lot, or they're just in their bedroom or just in their basement, or you know, like we have one like a bedroom-sized room dedicated to reptiles, and then we build a little cold room for brumation of animals that need to be brumated, and you know, we kind of have expansion rooms a little bit where we need to have separation, but for the most part we're not very big, and but we just have a lot of fun with it. And that's so we encourage people to do what you're doing and to just get excited about animals, you know?
Oh yeah, I totally agree. You know, people are all the time say like, "Oh, I wish I could, but but I only have 7 tarantulas," or, "Oh, I don't have a big facility." That doesn't matter. As
Yeah.
long as you're passionate about it and you have something to show, even if it's 2 guinea pigs or something, believe me, there are going to be people out there that want to see your guinea pigs. It
Absolutely.
could be, I mean, and if you want to teach people about whatever that is, whether it's like your leopard gecko and your ball python or your 2 jumping spiders or whatever, there's going to be people out there who are looking for just that content, and you're filling a niche, you're filling a need, and people are grateful for that. And there's also too like a whole social aspect to this like reality TV style. Kind of like there are people out there that are bananas for Ryan and Ben. They're like, "Oh, Ryan and Ben." Like,
I was with you until that moment where you said Ryan and Ben. Like,
I believe no, believe me. Like they're just like whatever you guys do, like they're down with it. Because people kind of
like
like
Matt Cleaver, are you talking about him? Like I just want to do a little he probably, there's a guy.
and a couple of girls, I assure you.
Probably a couple of girls.
No, just like people like develop a bond with us. Can I get Nemo? Nemo, someone's gonna bring me Nemo.
Can I have a Coke? We need a staff.
Nobody?
Do you want me to get?
Yeah, we don't have a
Coke.
Can you give me a Coke?
No Coke. Bring me Nemo. Yeah. So I mean, start with what you have, and learn about it to the best of your ability beforehand, and then showcase what you have.
Yeah, start small, like with wooden turtles.
There we go. You could teach people about the anatomy of wooden turtles or whatever.
It's a hard subject.
That is a strange subject.
I don't know
how to make a wooden tortoise, how to make an enclosure for a wooden tortoise. Okay, here's what I watched yesterday morning. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
You ready for this?
Let's do it.
I watched
if you say
video. Better. I watched a video of a lady making a human style bed for a hamster. She got popsicle sticks and put a bed frame together. She sewed a mattress.
I have seen that video.
Filled with sand, little pillows. She made all kinds of different bedding for her hamsters. And I was like, why am I here? I don't know, but I'm loving it.
Yep.
Oh, ooh, he's heavy.
Ooh, wow.
This is Nemo.
7 years?
Wow. Yeah. Or how old do you think he is? 8 or 9, maybe? Nemo.
Only like 20 more to go before his reproduction.
I know. he needs a lady friend. So if any of you out there have a lady friend that Nemo could meet,
and you want to sponsor
from the lovely island of Aldabra.
That's pinnacle species right there.
I'll give you my address. I'll have lunch with you if you want. He needs a woman. Of course, he's not quite ready, but he needs a friend. But yeah, he's super chill. He prefers his outdoor home, but
I wish we could take him outdoor here. It's a little cold here. That's awesome though.
It's really cold right here now. Ooh, he's heavy. Okay. Okay.
That's so cool.
Oh, thank you.
That was a cool one.
That's a good one.
How heavy he is. He's awesome. I love him. Okay. Almost had a light disaster there, but
Did you mean like a little disaster or like with lighting?
Lighting.
Ah.
Yeah, the ring light. It's like I might tip over on you, but I might not. So is there anything that's like the theme of your channel or like something that you guys really believe in that you try to kind of like get across to people?
No, I mean, we both look kind of like Mr. Potato Head, and we try to get people to not think that. Like, We're not giant baked potatoes. I don't know. Is that
Carbs are the best thing ever. You guys are kind of hot in that way.
People like potatoes.
I do. I love them.
We just try to emphasize following your passion, focus on quality. Don't just go crazy and buy whatever because it's cheap.
Yes.
Make sure it's top notch, and make sure the animals are taken care of properly. That's our main thing.
And to do it with friends.
Yes, absolutely. And to do it with
great friends.
keep
So
the community going.
yeah, one of the things we do around here in that regard too is every once in a while we try to get all the ball python people around us that we know to like get together to do dinner or something like that and just talk ball python.
I want to come to that someday.
You should.
It's in Jersey. It's real fancy.
We have the ball python dinner, and we have a skink dinner that we do, and it's every couple of months. And we're trying to merge the groups, but it's a little hard. But
because the skink people aren't like they don't.
Two different crowds.
We all love reptiles. We all love animals, so like we should all
like
hang out and have
Chihuahua
fun.
people and cat people.
That would be tough, actually.
Yeah, maybe rat people and reptile people. They might be the same.
Ooh,
maybe great. This is one of my lady dragons. She's pokey. She doesn't have a name. Maybe. So I made this vow, and I'm gonna name all of my reptiles because there's this guy named Sean. He's with Old Troy City. I think he's a pretty cool dude. We're gonna collab pretty soon. He names all of his reptiles. I don't know how many he has. Like we're kind of up there, like for just a private collection.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you guys think I should name her? She's pretty freaking awesome.
Ben?
Definitely should name her Ben.
Benjamina?
Yeah, I mean I'm into that, but let me think here.
Rihanna?
That's a great name.
All right.
Princess Leia, I would say.
Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Princess Gummy Spider?
Maybe we should put a poll up and see what.
Put a poll up.
All right, guys in the chat, let's do a vote. What is the name of the bearded dragon?
Let's see. Let me make me big so they can see her. So she is, I don't know what more if I should know this. I don't know. She's yellow.
Citrus?
Yeah. Pretty sure. I usually know.
I used to have a big female like that was super yellow too. I miss her a lot. Her name was Lucy.
Aww. It's okay, honey. Don't be scared. All right. Is anybody weighing in?
We got Sunshine.
Okay.
We got another one for Princess Leia.
Okay.
That was me. Don't tell anybody that's not my real name. Yeah, not anybody yet. Else.
Peeps. You got one for Peeps
from Kai. Good job, Kai.
Oh, Kai, you're such a goober.
We got a Xena.
Ooh.
I don't hate Xena.
I like that.
Cleopatra.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Shrimply Pibbles.
Okay.
It's from my Rick and Morty fans.
That's an awesome one.
I would name it Shrimply Pibbles.
What do you guys think?
Princess Jellybean.
Princess Jellybean.
I like that.
That's a good one, actually. Princess Jellybean.
Thank you. I
like that one. And we got crickets now.
Oh, come on, guys! Come on, guys!
We got something sunset-ish. Something sunset-ish.
That's funny. Do you want me to just start putting in more things?
I guess.
Guess I could name her Zia. That's like the New Mexico's. known for their orange and gold sunsets.
Yeah.
Zia's the state symbol.
Zia, huh? I think that's it. We got no seconds here.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think out of those names?
I like Cleopatra and Xena's cool. I mean,
I like
or
Xena.
Peeps?
Peeps is regal. Xena's more down to earth.
so is Princess Leia. I mean,
That's true. That's true. That's like a name you could name anything. What? What do you
Zakora?
think?
Yeah, but Zakora.
Ooh. Oh, I think she likes Xena. She was nodding.
yeah, let's do Xena.
Yay! Xena wins.
That's what's up. Now, who said that? Spider Woman, you get to eat all the pizza left.
I know, Spider Woman. I accidentally called her one day, and it was like the middle of the night in Australia or New Zealand. She was so sweet and beautiful. Yeah. So thank you, Spider Woman, for not hanging up on me or screeching in my face. And I promised her we'd talk again someday because I was driving and I was like, what happened? And because I'm so tech savvy.
Absolutely.
I accidentally called her. But I don't think she was too upset by it. So thank you, Spider Woman, for being awesome and beautiful and for suggesting a wonderful name.
She says she's from the UK.
Okay, there we go. It was not the same time as it was here.
Australia.
Like, I
I'm
mean,
gonna label her tank Xena as named by it's Spider Woman, right?
yeah.
Spider Woman.
Spider Woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got a new iguana.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys
what kind of iguana?
a green iguana? But
Look at you. So bougie.
I know, right? You want to see her?
Yeah.
Bougie.
Of course I do.
She is bougie because she was born in a zoo.
Oh my goodness.
She was raised in a greenhouse.
A greenhouse.
She's kind of bougie like that. Her relatives are all like, "Oh, our bloodlines are superior."
That was pretty good.
I know. I was feeling you.
Really
UK inspired. Okay.
That is the iguana voice.
Look at her.
Oh wow.
She looks green. What the heck? Okay, there you go.
Wow, she's super pretty. I saw a picture of her in one of your
Did
videos.
you? Here you are playing all silly like you didn't know.
I didn't know. That's a good looking iguana.
Yeah.
Is that a bougie iguana or what?
Bougie. Super cool.
She's bougie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she thinks she's pretty cool. I hope I can be worthy of her. Her tail is perfect.
Nice.
Wow.
It's like 40 feet long.
Wow.
Good luck when she's 6 foot.
I know. Well, here's the thing about the albino gene. They're supposed to be yellow and mellow.
Oh, yeah?
They are.
Before, too.
Just part of their genetics. So.
Is that Crutchfield line?
Do you know what she originally was? A Crutchfield line? Oh, you can't hear anything. I think her parents or grandparents were, but there is a really amazing zoo that's building all naturalistic enclosures. That's a reptile, pretty much reptile. They're specializing in crocs, gators, and they do a little bit of work with us. The guy's my friend, and so yeah, he was just like, guess what? When I saw him on Saturday morning, he's building this amazing zoo in Columbus, and I think it has a name, but I don't know the name of it, which I should know that.
Columbus, New Mexico. Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Texas, actually.
Texas.
And
You were closer geologically.
yeah. So when I went to the Texas Reptile Expo, I was able to see him. And yeah, I was super excited to leave with her because she's just like really pretty.
Yes,
She is very pretty, definitely.
And I'm actually going to get one of her sisters and then a het male too.
Oh, nice.
Surprise.
That's awesome.
My husband's giving me a very strange look right now because I hadn't told him that yet. I just found that out today.
The people in the comments wants to know what her name is.
Well, that's a good question, guys, because I hadn't named her yet.
Oh,
here we go.
Here we go.
She does need a straight up regal name though, because she's a boss.
It's Princess Little Piddles.
Princess Little Piddles. That's too regal.
What about
Bob's Burgers?
What about bananas? Bananas? Like spell
No,
it?
then I'd have to name her Stefani or something.
You can call her Gwen.
Gwen. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? We'll think on that one.
Just sit there if you agree.
Yeah, don't do anything. Oh, she shook her head no! Did you see that?
I did.
That's enough.
That was
yeah. It's quite that's what we're putting on the birth certificate. That's it.
That was perfect timing.
It was.
Awesome. Anyway, I have a totally normal green too, and I think he's awesome also, by the way, because I'm just dorky like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It doesn't always have to be super rare. It can just be an awesome animal, you know?
Seriously. Well, I mean, his name is Boomy.
Boomy.
I don't know who named him that. That's like an anime name or something. It's like from Avatar. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody named him, and I was like, all right, that's cool. Anyway, let's see. What's the most exciting future project you guys have coming? I know it's probably getting late for you guys there.
Our most anticipated project is hopefully making some het melanistic Eastern blue tongue skinks this year.
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah. As far as I know, it'll be the first one in the United States that anybody has actually publicly talked about.
That's bougie.
So
yeah.
That would be pretty cool for us.
There are a couple people that we suspect have bred and produced melanistics in the United States, but nobody talks about it. People are like,
probably not above board, but we got a lot of paperwork, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
There we go. Legally. You could say legally.
Yes.
Yeah, so and we're not saying that the other people, that somebody, whoever it is, doesn't. They probably did do it legally, but we don't know.
They haven't talked about it, and
maybe not.
Hopefully we'll have the first captive-born U.S. het melanistic Easterns.
And tomorrow your whole feed's going to blow up about how we're liars and all this other stuff. Just kidding.
Poo-poo. Poo-poo on them. You guys are my homies.
That's right. Wish I had
Till I die. Who are your mentors, would you say?
So on the business side, and sometimes there's controversy about people that are bigger in the hobby, but I mean, really, Brian Barczyk and I, we talk a lot about business and the hobby, and I mean, there's been times where he and I have both been driving to separate places, and we'll talk for like hours on end about, what the next big thing we think is, or what's a trend, or what kind of stuff works on YouTube, or what animals are really good together, and I think that,
or whatever's driving us crazy at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of stuff, and Brian's been really good to us. Like, and he's a good guy, and I know there's a lot of people that say rough things about him, but everybody has people that say stuff about people, and it's not always true. And
we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. We all try to do better, and he's always been good to us.
Yeah, he's always been good to us. We've had some of his animals for years, and we've been to his place, and he's been really good to us, as in like a mentor towards business stuff to us. And
here's what I know about Brian personally. I met him one time. He was super, super patient, super generous with his time with me. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people don't accept, there are always going to be a few people who kind of rise above almost everyone else. And like it or not, Brian's pretty much done that. And it just doesn't sit well with some people.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying he's never done anything wrong, because we all have. We're all human, like you said.
Sure.
But there is no disputing that he's wildly successful because he's smart. He's hardworking. He's determined, and he busts his ass every day of the year. He does. Nobody can say he doesn't.
The man's
I have respect for that.
I mean, there's been times where we've been hanging out, and he's like, "Yeah, man, this is great. We're hanging out," and I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, when I get home at 11 o'clock tonight, I have to edit video for 3 hours, and then I have to get up at 5:30 a.m. to go do a workout session with somebody just because it was something fun for them to do, and you're like, dude, like, I don't even know how and so he's really definitely somebody cool to get to know and look up to, I guess, even if it's against popular belief. I don't care. He's a good guy.
Well, I support Brian. I think that he's a role model for me because ultimately, although he may not be a favorite to the serious reptile breeders and even the biggest hobbyists, he's bringing a voice to the public. He's big enough with animal bites and snake bites that some little kid out there who's just surfing YouTube, they're going to come across his channel and they're going to be like, oh, this dude is showing the coolest thing. Oh my gosh. He's going to hook people that maybe us little guys couldn't. Obviously, I'm still a little guy. A lot of people focus on the inner network. We need to bring people from outside in. It's like, maybe it was Brian, somebody saying the other day, talking about how the laws and, reptile people telling reptile people, oh, this is wrong, blah, blah, blah. But we need to convert the people from the outside in. That's one of the goals of my channel, has always been for my audience base to not just be tarantula enthusiasts or reptile enthusiasts. Let's try to hit everybody, see who we can bring in. And I have a lot of people every day that comment, how the F did I wind up here? Wow, this is really incredible. And to me, that's a win, because that's somebody who would not have searched tarantula breeding, but yet they saw like a crazy egg sac video that I did, and they're like, I'm not going to squish that next spider that I see. That's actually really neat.
And then that person that never has had anything to do with that is influencing their circle of friends with that information and saying how amazing this thing was that they saw. Like, it just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah. Seriously, it does. And, the multimedia is where it's at right now, especially, and I'm not dogging on the younger generation. I love my students and I love the new generation because they are innovators. They're outside of the box thinkers. They're amazing. They have a whole new mindset. And, hopefully it's going to be good enough to save our planet, because we've really put it in the toilet. But what I'm going to say is, we're not really in a world of readers so much anymore, that if, people like you and I have the ability to make this content, and if we're willing to donate our time and our energy and, invest in equipment and stuff, which I'm thankful that I do have the sponsors that I do, because like my last round of tech, Zilla bought all that stuff for me, and thank you so much. And I got to meet some of those guys recently, Ryan McVeigh and Bill. Boys, my boys. Got to make friends. Brian Cusco finally got to interview Justin Kabolka. That was fun.
A little bit too,
yeah, they're all good guys.
Yeah, and we need to, number one, bring people from the outside in, and number two, love and support each other. Quit tearing our brothers and sisters down.
Yeah, we got to build up the community instead of fighting. It's ridiculous.
You would, and anytime that people, well, I shouldn't say anytime, oftentimes, I'll say that, when people don't like what I'm doing or what I've said or whatever reason, they like to try to degrade and humiliate me as a female. And that really upsets me because, I get treated poorly sometimes because I'm a female, or I'm not trusted sometimes because I'm a female. And so I think it's really cool when people see that guys like you are, you know, conversing with me intelligently and, you know, having honest
You're
conversations with
intelligent.
me.
You know way more about a lot of things than I do.
Well, I just mean we're carrying on a
Yeah,
conversation as professionals, and you're freaking smart. Don't act like you're not, you dork.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's things like invertebrates and handle animals that you know way more about than me. And
Oh, well,
but
thank you.
so I feel like on the same, you know, the same token, like you're conversing with me, and Ryan's amazed that I haven't said too much stupid stuff yet. So
Don't worry, I'll chastise you later. It's fine.
There's plenty of time for that, my child.
but back to what you were saying about, you know, the infighting, things like that. Like we always try to stay positive, and you make a bad reputation for yourself. There's people out there that, you know, bash people just to try to get viewership, or, you know, try to get like stir the pot to you know, get people in. And there's times where we see stuff, or we experience things that we're like, we could definitely tell people about this, and it would be, you know,
Sensational.
it
It will
cause,
be juicy.
it would be
you know?
juicy and it cause drama. But you know what? That does, we don't like tearing anybody down, even if, you know, we don't get along with people. They're still people, you know, and they make mistakes, and we make mistakes, and so we
Right.
always try to look at the positive stuff. And the more that we can stay positive and kind of rise above that stuff, and like you do, and like Barcheck, and like the video with Miguel that he just put out, you know, this week, talking about just rising up and staying above all that, you know, like that's where it's at. Like that's what helps drive, you know, the hobby ahead, and as well as bringing people in from the outside. When people from the outside are like looking at our videos, and you're excited and you're passionate and you're talking about animals, and you're not like degrading people, they want to be joining in, that they want to have part of the fun. They, you know, you're kind of selling a dream of like, this is what it could be, and gets people interested, and
Yeah, definitely.
you know, helps build your dream, you know. And when people are infighting, or talking bad about each other, or bashing, it's
It
like,
drives more people out of the
It
interest
does.
industry. Yeah.
It gives us a
I'd be
terrible reputation. And you know, it's kind of like it takes like 12 good impressions to erase one bad impression, or I can't remember what the numbers are, but basically if you leave a bad taste in one person's mouth, that may turn them away for good. You know what I mean? If they walk into a Repticon and one vendor is kind of a, you know, jerk to them or whatever, that may think, nah, those snake people are no good, or whatever.
And honestly, if your sole interest is the well-being of the animals and building the community and making sure what you love to do, you can continue to do for the rest of your life, people aren't going to impose laws and take that away from you. Everything you should be focused on. Like if you're trying to, like, say if I look at you and I'm like, I think you're doing something wrong. If I like jump down your throat and tear you a new one and tell you you're terrible, you're not going to hear me. You're not going to change what you're doing. You're not going to do anything to help that animal because you're like, I'm right and you're a jerk. Or I come to you with kindness and the same passion that you have for that animal, and start a relationship and talk to you with respect, and maybe you can change your mind.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know, that's especially true of all these new people that are coming in. And you know, they ask a simple question about, hey, you know, my snake won't shed, and all these freaking people will attack them. What are you doing? Have a snake if you don't know how to take care of it? No, 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 no. Here's someone who's an animal in need. Yeah, yeah. And you know,
that person is leaving that group, and they're like, "See ya, you're a jerk. I'm doing my thing, whatever." Like,
and it could be to the detriment of the animal too in that case.
yeah, and the animal,
exactly.
Yeah, it could be. And so, yeah, that is. There's a lot of sad, you know, and tough things that go on, and so sometimes we talk about it kind of behind closed doors a little bit. Is like a lot of times there's people that they do a lot on the internet, and they're like experts of, you know, and they have a lot of following of people because they're really good with people, but yet they have animals and they don't have any experience, and they're like, but they're directing people. And I wish that I can tell people like, hey, that passion that you have, that you're using something negative to like bash people and stuff like that, and you know, it'd be cool if you learned a little bit more about your animals to be more correct.
But yeah, like channel your energy, dude.
Do something different, like
do something good for the community instead of something good for yourself.
Because clearly you're good with people. Clearly you have a way to draw people in, you know?
Right.
It's one of those.
I'm dying to know. What are you drinking? That looks totally weird.
This is just water with some Zip Fizz. It's just an electrolyte drink.
It's a powder for.
It's a powder. It tastes like fruit punch. It has a whole bunch of potassium and all kinds of stuff in it. Cause I'm on a keto diet, and you gotta.
Oh,
got a lot of-
killer.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm not on the
carb
keto diet.
hungry. You're carb hungry. I can see it in your eyes. Are you doing it too?
No, I'm not on the keto diet, but I am drinking that because sometimes I like to steal it from Ryan because
Ooh, that's what friends are for. Speaking of which, I have a neighbor who comes into my house every day and takes my things. And there's just been this pot holder war, okay? He comes and he hangs out in our house and he'll take food, which is fine, but he'll take it with my pot holder and take it at his house and leave it, like the whole pot of food. He'll leave it at his house. So here's what I did. I bought all new pot holders and they have a very distinct design on them. And one of them's missing.
Oh no.
I took every single pot holder out of this house, and he gets my pot holders, and I have a gas stove because I'm old school and that's how I like to cook. He will literally burn the fingers off the pot holders, and then lo and behold, they don't work the same anymore. I gathered all my burnt and crusty pot holders and I gifted them to him, and I'm like, these are now yours. I bequeath them to you. Do you see these? They're white. They're beautiful. They have like olives and I don't know, some weird like Mediterranean design on them. These are mine. No touchy. One of them's missing.
That's jacked up.
I told my husband earlier I might shoot him.
And this is the real reason you didn't give me your address, because you didn't want me stealing your pot holders. And now, yes, you should use that. You just cock it back and bang.
Defend what's yours.
Hold on.
Pull hard.
Oh.
Now you got to pull it hard and push it back forward.
Funny.
There's instructions. Nope.
Can't do it!
You got to pull it hard and push it forward.
I'm going to read the instructions.
Read the instructions.
And then I'm going to read the cat safety book.
That's a great idea.
And I'm going to go next door.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to get my pot holder back.
Bandana on.
Jack him up.
You know the.
Oh, wait, better than that. Oh, my hats. Somebody took my hats.
No.
Ah, everybody takes my stuff.
He's using them for pot holders right now.
I bet the fanny pack's still there.
I'm going to go rolling up in that place with my R&B lid on. And I'm going to cap that fool if I find my pot holder in his... I know he has it.
You better videotape it and put it on YouTube.
I should. I should. He probably hasn't cleaned his house, though.
That's what he gets.
In fact, I know he hasn't.
You should shame him.
Made me spit out my water. Yeah, water's keto. You can do that.
You're right.
Delicious water. Okay, do you see this?
Yes.
This is what I'm going to leave you with tonight. It looks like a hickey. It's not. It's a burn.
Okay.
And it's... Oh, hold on.
There it is.
Oh, crap. It's never going to heal. Someone who I love dearly, who has no sensory control, decided to massage my neck and literally left friction burns on my skin. It was hideous for like 2 weeks. It's a special person I know.
That is a serious massage. Get away from me.
Ready?
Yeah,
ready.
That's what's up.
Do this.
New Mexico in the house.
Well, boy!
You'll never get in my meth lab.
I'm going to get my pot holder back, fool! I want to know what people are saying right now. Somebody check.
Brian got me hooked on ball pythons.
What? Talking about balls when I'm making some big political statement?
I feel like we lost the audience. It's too late.
Ah, probably.
Their loss, our gain.
All right. We're cool. We don't need the confirmation of the American public.
They'll tune in tomorrow at noon.
They will. They're going to enjoy this in the aftermath.
Yes,
and I will get my pot holder back.
Darn right.
Okay, guys. This has been so fun. I'm sorry it took me like 2 hours to like get us all hooked up, and I'm just a dork.
It's cool.
I'm going to keep on doing lives, and Thank you to John Feely for helping me. I'm so dumb when it comes to technology. And you're so smart, and that's why I love you. And you have a beautiful wife and lots of children. That
Yes,
was to John Feely.
Yes,
Do you guys
you
have
do, John.
kids? Do you guys have
I have
kids?
kids. I don't
I
have
have
any
kids,
yet.
yeah.
Not yet.
How many?
I have 2, a 14-year-old and 12-year-old.
Aw, what are their names?
I don't remember.
He calls them the boy and the girl.
It's the boy and the girl and the wife.
To the boy and the girl and the wife. Thank you for letting me kidnap your husband for however long this has been. It's been a pleasurable experience for me. And Ben, you're like the cutest little grizzly bear I've ever seen.
I've been
What
told
the
that.
heck is going on?
I love it. Oh, look at him. It grooms itself. Ooh, giving out those digits.
If you're into reptiles and you want to call me to buy reptiles,
Single ladies.
upset. I'm not calling for single
He
ladies.
is taken
Taken
Oh,
by a
okay.
girl.
by a girl.
Committed ladies who just want to talk about snakes.
Right on.
That's what's up.
Guys, you are awesome.
You're
Thank
awesome.
you for
Thank
spending
you for
your
this opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for the gummy rats and the weird like fat flap fanny pack thing.
Anytime.
And the Nerf gun. The
That's
Nerf
my
gun.
game.
The Nerf gun. I shall get revenge.
As you should.
I hope you got us.
I totally think so too. Yeah, you guys gave me lots of stuff. Those items will be making appearances in future videos. Just
Right on.
Yes.
So for those of you who did not know R&B Reptiles before this, they're the bomb. I'm going to link their channel. And what do you guys, do you have a Facebook page? Do you have a website? What do you have?
We do. We have the website. We don't pay much attention to it. We just got it.
Okay, we'll link it anyway.
People. And we have a Facebook, R&B Reptiles, and R&B
YouTube.
Reptiles on YouTube and
Yes.
Instagram.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Have an Instagram?
Yes.
I'm on a new quest to grow my Instagram. It's really small, but I'm going to grow it.
Yes, you
How many
are.
followers do you guys have?
It's like 800-ish.
Not a lot.
No, we have like
Okay.
7,500 on Facebook.
What kind of pictures do you post? Because Instagram's funny like that.
Just mainly reptiles and spiders and stuff
Beard
like that.
pictures. I don't know.
Those are big right now.
Are they? We should do reptiles in the beard. That's what
You should.
cool.
Have you seen the glitter beard? You should do like the
I'm not
beard.
doing the glitter beard. I don't know.
See? That's perfect.
You're blowing up.
You guys are amazing. So I'm going to link all their stuff below if I can figure out how, because it might be different on a live, but I don't think so. Because after this, it's just like a regular video where people just kind of watch us talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, awesome.
So I just want to mwah.
Thank you for having us. It's been a great time.
How late is it there? I'm kind of scared to ask that. Like 11?
11, 12, yeah. It's good.
Wow.
Gotta get
Wow.
up. Worth it.
You guys are amazing. I still have work to do. That sucks. I'm realizing that right now, and I'm like ready for bed pretty much. Anyway, thanks for chilling with me in my sweats, homies.
Thank you
My
for
buns.
hanging out with us.
Hope to hang out with you again soon.
Feel
Yeah.
so
October 10th,
gangster.
don't forget.
The apple juice gangster.
That's
I also drink water.
Apple
You're very
juice and water.
hydrated.
You are a gangster.
I drank all mine.
You know. Okay, guys, I love you. You're awesome.
Love you too. Awesome.
Yeah. So let's do this again, and
That'd be fun.
I don't know. I'm so happy we're friends.
We're
I'm
happy as well.
Yay. And let's trade animals or something sometime.
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll have to go visit you and go herping.
Please do. Please do. I'm serious this summer. Okay. I'm not going to work this summer. Guess what? I'm not, I mean, for the business, yeah, but I'm not setting foot in that school. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to let you go. And my hair looks crazy. I'll talk to you later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
End.
Goofy face.